It is important that President Biden is someone who respects the rule of law, who respects the importance of classified documents, and that this was a consensual search, that the Department of Justice was invited to come to his home and to search every nook and cranny, top to bottom, to find anything they possibly could. I think that's in fairly sharp contrast to the other president, former President Trump, who has also had a real challenge with the Department of Justice because he refused a consensual search. And I think as this plays out, the two special counsels who've been appointed appropriately by Attorney General Merrick Garland to get to the bottom of this will show us a fairly sharp difference in intent and in response. I'm confident that President Biden has said truthfully that there's no there, and in the end, we will see this was just an inadvertent matter of filing, in sharp contrast to his predecessor.
You know, I don't think you can compare any president, and I'm no fan of W, okay? I'm really no fan of that, guys. The torture program, the invasion of Afghanistan, the invasion of Iraq, the Operation Iraqi Liberation, oil, the whole thing, okay? It was just, it was horrifying. It was the what I thought would be the bottom of a presidency, okay? That it couldn't go any lower than that. Wrong. You want to know what I was wrong about? I was wrong that was the bottom for the Republican Party. No, Donald Trump is the bottom for the Republican Party, okay? This is a man who literally would sell our secrets to anybody that decided to pay him. Anybody. He has absolutely no regard for the United States. No love for it, no regard, no service, no skin in the game, no nothing. Everything in his world is for sale. Everything is transactional, as they say. And it started at the beginning. It started with this, this operation to hack Hillary Clinton, hack the DNC, and then slowly release emails as if something nefarious was ever going to be, found on her laptop. Now we're into Hunter Biden's laptop. Now, they want to compare classified documents that Trump had with classified documents that Biden had. The only thing that those two things have in common are documents. That's it. The reaction to finding them or knowing that you have them or wanting to return them or how you respond to the subpoenas were needed for the last president who told us, oh, no, I don't have them. Oh, yes, I have them because they were planted. They were planted by the FBI. Oh, and you know what? I have them because I'm allowed to have them. They're mine. Oh, and I have them because I declassified them in my mind. Versus Biden going, you know what? Let's just end this now. Come on in. Search everywhere. Search every nook and cranny of my life. Go everywhere in my house, in my garage, in my former offices. Go everywhere and anywhere. And I will leave, and you could just have free access to anything. And everything that you find, just take it and return it to the National Archives if it belongs to them. Take it. Glenn in New York.
Yeah, hi, Randy. You're a favorite of mine for a long time. What I had to say was all this, these spokesmen for the MAGA movement on Fox TV and everything else, you should call them the Trump crime family because that's what they are.
Well, I think you're giving Trump a lot of credit that he doesn't deserve. It's the other way around, It's the Fox crime family. Look, the Fox network only cares about money and power. That's it. That's what they want. This man, Murdoch, has conquered many a continent with his false and disinformation tactics. And he believes that is the way that he can control governments. He picked Donald Trump as his tool, okay? It's not that Trump is running Fox. It's that Fox chooses. And now they're bailing on Donald Trump, and they're going to pick Ron DeSantis.
I think Trump and Murdoch are in it together.
I
they're
don't.
Part of the crime family.
No. I think Murdoch used Donald Trump as a tool, a useful idiot, if you will. Okay?
Well, they're both
not the
enemies.
other way around.
They're both enemies.
Well,
they're in it together.
Neither one of them gives a damn about the United States or Americans or anything, nothing at all. And all they care about is power, and power as an end, power as the goal. I mean, you've seen lots of stuff in your time, okay? I've seen lots of stuff in my time. I've seen some good use of power for, let's say, civil rights, and bad use of power for, let's say, white supremacy, right? Where they infiltrate with the cops and the whole 9 yards. But I've never seen power as the goal, as just the whole shebang. And that's all it's about. And that's what it's all about for Murdoch, and that's what it's all about for Trump. And that's what they have in common. And so one uses the other. But I don't think that they're in the business together of anything. I don't think Donald Trump knows how to do business with anybody ever. He just knows how to make a transaction. He knows how to, sell ice cubes to Eskimos. That's what he knows. Annette in New Hampshire.
Hey, so I wanted to go back to your first segment, and I don't know if you are aware of this, but I thought probably MSNBC or something, whatever. But there are now gun manufacturers who are making guns that take a lower caliber bullet and that are made a lot of times out of plastic or lighter materials, and they're smaller, and they are literally like, it's baby's first assault rifle.
Right. I've seen it. I've seen them. Some of them are like
probably.
Some of them are like pink and plastic. Yeah, I've seen them. Hey, you know what? While you were holding on, there has been another school shooting in Des Moines, Iowa. You know that? 2 kids are dead.
No.
Yeah, 2 kids are dead, and one teacher is in serious condition in Des Moines.
And that's and it's just, and it's always going to be blaming something other. I mean, the guns. It's just do something about the guns, and like you said, with the other, nations that went, oh look, it's a shooting. Let's do something about the guns, and guess what? It stops. But that's just not going to happen here.
Well, they'll say, oh, it's the fault of the parents, or it's the fault of the school, and they didn't have enough security, and they didn't have enough this, and they didn't have enough. This is just us, right? This is just the United States that has this problem. And the rest of the world obviously doesn't, and yet they hunt, and yet they sport shoot, and they shoot skeet, and, they go bird hunting, and, Sweden and Switzerland and Australia and New Zealand and Britain. Do you know, like the Queen, one of her favorite things is hunting, okay? When she was alive, she used to go to Balmoral in Scotland for hunting trips. This idea that it has to be all or nothing is so bizarre when our kids are showing up dead, okay?
But it's also a lot of these people are using the fear, like we're afraid of the guns, but the people who have to have all of those guns, why there are more guns in the nation than there are people, is because they're so afraid that somebody's going to hurt them, and then somebody's going to take their guns. That they just have to have more and more and more of them, which is crazy.
It is crazy. It makes no sense at all. The idea that they're saving their guns for the apocalypse is just it's insane. It's ridiculous. They're ridiculous, and their children are suffering because you know what these guns cost? You have any idea? Like some of them are $2,300. Some of them are $1,200. Some of them are $3,000. They're spending all their money on this. All their money on this, and then they say, "Oh, well, what about the parents? Where are the parents?" Well, the parents are watching, Tucker Carlson. That's where the parents are.
Right. Right. Buying them guns online or something.
Yeah, and what could go wrong there?
Absolutely everything.
Yeah, it's really sad. It is. It's a twisted vortex of violence and evil and bad faith. Bad faith. This country is operating on people who literally approach their jobs as broadcasters with bad faith. At the front end, and on the back end, it's like under oath. Well, no reasonable person would believe a word I say. No reasonable person would believe that they're really secretly teaching CRT in schools. No reasonable person would believe that the purple M&M is obese. Who would believe that the purple M&M is obese? And the stuff they say is that outrageous, and people just allow themselves to be disrespected in their own homes repeatedly, day in, day out, just to soothe their anger and make them feel like it's all normal to be this angry. I got news for you. It is not normal to be this angry. And you know what the result is? Dead kids. Yeah. Dead kids and dead senior citizens in a ballroom taking dancing lessons during the New Year celebration. Holy crap. This is not our country. It's a subversion of our country. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to randyrhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.